Hello, and welcome to this recorded briefing for Somerset Schools, which is all about introducing you to digital jobs and finding out more about how you can support young people to learn more about the digital sector and the pathways into digital jobs that are needed in the Somerset region. So this is part of a project that has been commissioned by the Somerset Careers Hub, working with Careerpilot to raise awareness of the digital sector with young people. And in this short webinar, we're going to explore what the digital sector is and the career opportunities it provides. And I'm going to introduce you to the resources that we've developed to help raise awareness of these 15 digital jobs that are needed by employers in the Somerset region specifically, and how young people can find out more about the different pathways into those jobs. So the session should take less than 15 minutes today, and once you've completed this briefing, you can download resources to use with your students in class. So first of all, just to give you the wider context, so the digital sector, what it is it covers a range of businesses that create, enable, or use digital technology to deliver products and services. However, it's not limited to tech companies. Digital roles do exist across a whole range of different sectors, including finance, healthcare, retail, and more. And the digital jobs that could exist include those that are involved in ICT goods, so the management of hardware, software, and other IT services across a range of sectors. Digital content production, so it could be developing websites, apps, social media marketing and digital marketing. Emerging technologies as well, so obviously there's lots of work around the introduction of AI to different industry sectors, cybersecurity jobs, data analytics, a whole range of different jobs that are needed across a range of different sectors. So what does the digital sector do? So in terms of the types of projects that people might be working on, they may include jobs that are making tasks more efficient within different employment sectors. They may be increasing communication speeds, enabling automation, particularly with the use of AI, enhancing connectivity, and developing artificial intelligence and the products that can be used across a range of different sectors. So these are the types of different projects that people might be involved in if they're working within the digital sector. In terms of supporting opportunities for young people, the opportunities within the digital sector are really set to grow. So the UK tech sector currently employs 1.7 million people, but that's predicted to grow by over 8% over the next 3 years, which is above the UK average for other sectors. Sectors like AI and digital transformation are growing even faster than that. There's a high demand for digital skills in AI and cybersecurity, cloud engineering and data analytics in particular, as well as many other tech roles as well. And as mentioned before, these digital careers can span every sector, so they offer a lot of flexibility for people to move between different industry sectors using those digital skills. And there's also a really good earning potential attached to some of those job roles. So in terms of thinking about employers within Somerset that may be looking to employ digital roles within the future, we've got industry sectors including manufacturing and engineering, energy and infrastructure, food and drink, retail, public sector, and creative industries, as well as other industry sectors too. But this is just giving you a flavour and also showing you some examples of local employers within those particular industry sectors. There will be many more, but this is just a taster of some of those big employers. In terms of the skills that young people need to move into digital roles, there will be a range of technical skills that are specific to certain digital roles. So being confident with computers. They might need social media skills in particular, perhaps basic coding, data handling, cybersecurity awareness type skills, digital problem solving. These skills are going to be specific, as we say, to certain roles. But there will also be a range of essential skills that are needed for any job role, including within the digital sector. So communication skills around speaking and listening, self-management skills, so being able to plan and adapt to evolving and changing technologies, creative problem solving, so creativity, so coming up with new ideas of how to do things, problem solving, be finding solutions to challenges, And interpersonal or collaboration skills such as leadership and teamwork. Obviously, whatever role that young people are getting involved in, they'll be working with other people in other disciplines as well, so needing to work collaboratively. So alongside building those skills, there may be other pathways that young people can take into the digital sector. So they could be going via the usual post-16 route, so taking A-levels within school that relate to digital job roles, so computer science, for example, maths, physics, media studies and graphics. Some schools and colleges offer level 2 to 3 computing courses, and there's also the new T-level as well within digital production, design and development that might be of interest to some young people. Other young people might choose to go the work-based route, so they could be looking at apprenticeships, and there are a range of different apprenticeships and internships within the workplace, and we can see an example of some of those apprenticeship roles here. So these could be applied for via local employers, and we do give information within the lesson on how young people can find out about local apprenticeship opportunities. Students may also be required to have qualifications from post-18 settings. So they could be looking to study computing at level 4 or level 5 within a local college, or they may be required to have a degree, in which case they could do that at a local university or a university further away. There's a whole range of different degree courses that would suit certain job roles within the digital sector. So just to give young people an example of some of the roles that are needed by employers in Somerset, here's a list of 15 digital roles. So I'll just give you a few minutes to read through that list and absorb the range of job roles that we've listed here. Okay, so you'll see there's a range from the more creative end with graphic designer and social media manager, right through to more the sort of data or artificial intelligence engineer. So a whole range of different skills that would be needed for these particular job roles. And as we're saying, could be involved in working in a range of different industry sectors. So how to introduce these job roles to our young people? So what we've done is we've developed a lesson that you could use to deliver an introduction to the digital sector, much as we've done in this briefing, but going into a bit more detail, and to help young people to find out how they can use Careerpilot to explore those job roles in more detail. So that lesson has been designed for upper key stage 3 stroke key stage 4, and it can be delivered within 50 to 60 minutes. So it would suit a whole lesson. And it's a PowerPoint slide deck that you can use to deliver from the front. There's also an accompanying poster that highlights 15 digital jobs, the ones that we've just looked at. So you can get that up in class, and there's a QR code there that students can use from their phone to find out more about those specific job roles and the pathways into them. So in terms of the lesson, by the end of the lesson, students should understand what the digital sector is and know about those 15 examples of digital jobs that are needed in Somerset. They should know about what skills are needed to work within the digital sector, and we'll look at the skills I mentioned in this briefing, so those technical skills and the essential skills. They should be able to identify the different pathways into jobs that they're interested in, so they can pick a couple of the jobs out of the 15 and find out, is there a T-level or apprenticeship, is there a university degree required? So you can find out all of that information on Careerpilot. So they can explore the job profiles and find out more about the jobs on Careerpilot, and then consider the careers that might suit their particular skills and interests. And as you say, find out more about how they could get into them through the different possible pathways. The lesson is also supporting the CDI Careers Framework, so it helps students to see that bigger picture, see where the sort of digital sector fits into that wider careers landscape, offers opportunities for them to explore possibilities and then to manage their own career by using Careerpilot to do the research into jobs that they may be interested in. So what we do is we offer the students the opportunity to pick one or two of the digital jobs from that list. and then they can go on to have a look at them on Careerpilot. So as we say, once they've picked a couple, they can sign into Careerpilot, go to the jobs section, they can search for the job that they were interested in, and then they can have a look at that job profile and find out more about it. Those that they're interested in, they can then save into their career tools on Careerpilot, so they can come back to look at those at a future date. So on the Careerpilot job profile, they'll be able to find out more about that particular job role, so what they potentially would earn, whether that job is set to grow or not, and they can find out about what they would do within that job role day to day, so they can consider whether they actually find that interesting or not. If that's a job of interest, then this is where they can find out more about the routes in. So we encourage them to write down a couple of different pathways into that role. So it might be a local college course, an apprenticeship, or a degree course that they make a note of. They can also have a look at the skills that are needed for that job and consider their own skill set and how it matches up. So on Careerpilot, there's the skills profile that they could potentially complete to have a look at their own skill set and compare to the skills needed. And then they have the opportunity to share with others within the class what they found out about a couple of jobs from that list, and then they can hear others talking about the jobs that they have researched. They get a really good flavour of a range of different job roles. We've also developed a set of digital hot jobs posters as well, so you might like to print these off and get these up around the school. And there are also some linked activities where you can just have a bit of a deep dive into 5 of the digital jobs. They've got some related videos that you can have a look at and you can share with the class, and then you can answer a few questions when you look at the job profile to find out more about those job roles. So the next steps after this session, hopefully this is just giving you a bit of a flavour of what's available to you. So you can download the links to all of the digital job resources. And then when you've used the resources, it'd be great if you can complete the survey to let us know how many students you've supported with them, and provide us any feedback on the project so we know how we can improve the resources for a future date. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this briefing, and I hope you found it useful, and I hope you found the resources useful to support your students to find out more about the digital sector and all of the exciting opportunities within that particular industry sector. Thank you very much. Bye.